Welcome to my car review of this Kia Forte. So it is a pretty small car. It's got alloy wheels, and yeah, so I'll be driving this car for the weekend, and while I'm here in Colorado. So let's take a look inside. So the interior actually looks pretty nice for what the car is. Really economy car. Got the key fob, which is pretty nice looking. And then start the car. Super quiet. Got nice leather and padding here. Hard touch plastics here, but auto down only on the driver's side. And yeah, let's look at the dash. It's pretty nice. It's got a little bit of digital there with the analogs. Steering wheel has a ton of stuff in it. So steering wheel feel kind of sucks. This plastic down here, and then this is like pretty plastic, like fake. It's not real leather. This model has electric steering. The screen is real small, and it is touchscreen though. Most of this stuff up here is hard touch plastic, but to be honest, for such an economy car, it looks pretty nice, especially this piano black. Gauges and stuff, all pretty nice. And I guess there's some drive mode, eco and sport, so we'll drive in both. This little cubby down here is pretty spacious, with 2 power ports, an aux jack, and a USB. Pretty spacious down here. And then we've also got 2 cup holders here and a small thing, I guess, for keys or something. Parking brake. This has the manual fuel and trunk release. The side pockets are hard plastic with just smooth plastic inside, but there is a bottle area in the middle, and a little extra down there. Inside we got the center console. The top is soft leather padded, and it's very deep down here, with, I don't know why this is here, but I guess you can put this in the top area for some easily accessible coins or something. Alright, I'm gonna get into the back seat, just get an idea of what the back seat's like. So surprisingly, the back seat's pretty roomy. You've got plenty of leg space, even with the front seat in the same position. The windows, very simple back here. It is padded here, so that's nice. Same style with the bottle in the middle. There's only one map pocket behind here, and this is that really fake leather looking hard plastic that's up in the front too. I really don't like this. I don't know why they don't put something over it, but even like a cheap fabric would feel a lot better. Besides that, since it's front wheel drive, the transmission tunnel, there's nothing here as far as like rear wheel drive. I think you could potentially fit, in a pinch, somebody in the middle, because the sides of the back seats are pretty big. Headroom is not great if you're in the middle. So my head touches the ceiling, but if you're in the regular seat, you know, I've barely got a hand, and I'm a little over 5'9", so I barely got, you know, a hand distance from the top. Besides that, you know, basic economy car offerings. Now, it does not look like these seats fold down. Although I actually, they probably do from the trunk. So we'll check that out. So to open the trunk, we have to manually release it. And it goes up. And so it does look like there is, you know, some levers here to release and put the seats down. Trunk space is pretty spacious. It goes deep and it's pretty tall in the back here. So yeah, you got a donut down there with some tools, and yeah, so we'll go for a drive and go to the driving dynamics, and yeah, we'll see how nice this Kia Forte is. This 2016 Kia Forte LX model is the base model that comes with a 1.8 liter inline-4 naturally aspirated engine that puts out 145 horsepower at 6,500 RPM and 130 pound-feet of torque at 4,700 RPM. Now, since this is an economy car, I'm going to hit you with some of the fuel economy figures and the fuel tank. So the EPA estimates that this automatic 6-speed is going to get 26 city, 39 highway, and 31 combined. Fuel tank is 13.2, so running the numbers real quick. You get 409.2 miles combined. Now, it does have 4-wheel disc brakes with ABS, but I'll talk about that later. They're pretty garbage. Curb weight for the 6-speed automatic comes in with no options at 2844 pounds, and a maximum weight with all the options, I'm assuming, is 2983 pounds. So it's fairly lightweight for a normal car, which does help it, but it's not enough to give it any sort of pep. Now, getting to the driving experience, I'm going to put it to you this way. If you enjoy driving your car, don't get the Kia Forte. Yeah, the wispy 4-cylinder engine just doesn't have enough power. It doesn't have enough torque to be at all fun, any sort of acceleration. And while the car is very lightweight, the suspension is just set up to, I don't know, give you no confidence. You go over bumps on the highway and your car feels like it's flying in any random direction. Yeah, unfortunately, when you're braking, it's very sensitive, and so it bites really hard initially and then kind of swings your car to the left or right. So yeah, it's not very straight when it's heavy braking, and since it's so sensitive, it bites so hard. That's not very comfortable. So yeah, I know I gave a lot of crap to the Kia Forte for being really slow, but I do have to note that I am driving this car in Colorado, which is really high elevation, and being naturally aspirated and having no forced induction help really hurts that. But even still, just driving around, it's really weak. The transmission is not very fast, and I can't tell if the sport and eco modes do anything at all. I'm assuming at the very least it changes or the shift points at which RPM it shifts, but when you're at full throttle, that doesn't really matter anyway. And so, yeah, if you enjoy any sort of driving experience, don't get the Kia Forte. Now, if you're just a normal driver and don't care about driving and having a good time being sporty, the Kia Forte might be an okay bargain deal for you, just because it seems to come with a lot of features that come standard compared to other vehicles in its class. And it's pretty spacious, to be honest. And the styling, while subjective, I don't think it's too bad looking. So these seats are pretty comfortable. The hip bolster's pretty decent. Thigh bolster's pretty good. It feels just a little bit flat in the lumbar portion, but yeah, besides that, pretty cheap seat, but gets the job done. I don't like the headrest. It's too flat, and it's just too firm. But yeah, for the most part, pretty decent. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this car review on this 2016 Kia Forte LX Automatic. Check out some of my other videos. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hope to see you guys next time. Peace.